Are you looking to maximize your viewership and grow your online community? Well, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. There is no easy fix. That's right, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme and will take hard work and dedication. But if you take and follow these 20 easy and proven steps, you will be well on your way to laying a solid foundation for growing your YouTube empire. I'm Kevin with GrowWorks TV, and I'm here to offer you some advice on how to grow your viewership and your online community. So let's jump right in. So my first tip is to be up to date on current trends, topics, and technologies within your niche. You must know these things and how to find them in order to stay relevant within your current niche. You have to find sources of video, blogs, magazines, websites, and group discussions, which can be found various places throughout the internet. The internet is a wealth of resources. It's just waiting for you to be able to tap in and find these sources that'll make you an expert in your field. Some of the resources I find helpful, and I'll link them below, are Google Trends, AnswerThePublic.com, Quora. All these will give you a starting point in order to learn about current trends and topics within your niche. You can also use the YouTube search bar, which is handy for finding relevant subject and search terms which relate to your niche or topic of interest. You see, there are many resources available to us today, so don't be afraid to tap into the potential of the internet. So what do you do with this information once you discover it? Well, then you're going to use these trends, topics, and technologies in order to make videos that are relevant to your channel and to your audience. Dick Clark said, "I don't set trends, I just find out what they are and exploit them." See, if you can find out these trends, you can be early to exploit them and be the expert in your field. And also in the second point, if you find other videos that are talking about this topic, see if there's anything they missed or you could improve upon. You don't have to be the one to reinvent the wheel, but you need to know when you need a new one. The third thing on my list is that a title, description, and tags that are relevant to your video. Again, it comes down to research. You must know how to find your title, tag, and descriptions, because this is how YouTube categorizes and catalogs your videos in order to recommend you to other viewers. But no matter how much research you do, if you don't get this fourth point, you will be very limited with how far you can go on YouTube or any other platform for that matter. You must engage people with your content. You must be able to grab the viewer's attention in a short amount of time. You have a very limited time for a viewer to find and engage with your content. One study done in 2000 suggests that human attention span went from 12 seconds to 8 seconds. One of the reasons they believe that this happened is because around this time, smartphones were becoming a big thing. You see, this study also suggested that goldfish have an attention span of 9 seconds. So we're 1 second shy of a goldfish. Let that sink in for a minute. You see, with the advent of smartphones and other technologies, we're bombarded with so much information so quickly that it's become difficult for us to concentrate for long periods of time anymore. One idea to help combat this problem is to use images, sound effects, or various other distractions in order to break up the content and create interest. I'm not telling you to break up your content into 8-second segments, but don't be afraid to change things up throughout your videos. This is why various platforms that offer short-form content are becoming quite popular these days. But we are also seeing popular trends of increased YouTube viewership as well as longer time on platform, which should be encouraging to YouTube content creators. Another way to engage your audience is to be clear in your message and make it easy to understand. Don't talk over people's heads. You have to understand there's all kinds of people from all kinds of backgrounds coming to YouTube seeking information, entertainment, or whatever their purpose is. Don't turn them off by using those $5 and $10 words, the big words, the ones you can't even find in the dictionary. And also be willing to use stories within your content, but make sure that these stories enhance the content and not draw away. You see, many people come to the platform YouTube to interact with other real-life human beings who all have a story and are relatable. Like I've said before on this channel, my background is in business, accounting, entrepreneurship, as well as nursing. I have also served in the military, as well as done construction and many other things in life. So all these life experiences help me to be able to draw on them, to be able to reach more people. But don't be afraid to embrace the past and use your past to help those around you. My fifth rule has to do with following the rules of YouTube and copyright policy. I know, boring subject, right? But you see, Sometimes this is one of the most important subjects, because if you don't follow these, YouTube can demonetize you or even shut your channel down permanently. So my best advice in this situation is, if you have any doubt at all, don't post. It would be best to seek legal advice, but just know that if you do not follow this advice, there's always a chance that you may become demonetized or even your channel taken down. So know that there are consequences and risks to not following this. If you're finding value in this content, please leave a comment below and like and subscribe and follow us today. On to point number 6. Content is everything. One of the greatest pieces of advice that I've received so far along my YouTube journey is don't worry about money. Don't worry about views. Worry about your content, and the views and money will follow. You see, content is king. It's been said by many people, but it is true, very true. You have to give your audience substance. You have to give your tribe what they came for. And if you focus more on building community and helping others, the money and the views will follow. So don't get too caught up in the numbers, but rather build a community and reach out to those that may need your help or seek your advice. You see, you have to appeal to those who you are trying to reach, or you will reach no one. You'll be making videos for an audience of one, yourself. And the old adage is true. If you make videos for everyone, you'll make videos for no one. You have to reach those who are looking to be part of your community, and you have to let them know that they have a place. Which brings up my number 7 point. Make sure your video quality and content are good and engaging, so that people that come to your channel stay on your channel and are looking for the next video. One of YouTube's main concerns is this thing called TOP, or time on platform. You see, YouTube wants people to stay on YouTube and not leave to go elsewhere. So I'm not trying to discourage you from placing links or other things, because there are times where it's appropriate to leave a link for things such as an affiliate program or the next video. But just know that YouTube would rather they stay on YouTube. You see, even if they don't stay on your channel, if you start a chain and link them to other videos, YouTube will give you some credit for this viewing session. So ultimately, it is a benefit for you to keep people attracted to YouTube and to your channel. But most importantly, just keep them on YouTube. My number 8 point is to share your link on all social media platforms. Do this as much as possible and link them to your YouTube page. You can also direct link them to your video. Social media is also a great place to make a notification about a premiere that's coming up. You can do this in several ways, but one thing I find helpful is to give several reminders of an upcoming premiere or video that you've just posted. My number 9 point is to ask friends and family to like, view, and share your videos. This is a great audience to help you get that initial boost. So get on the phone with mom or dad, say, hey, got a new video coming out. I'm gonna send you the link. Watch it, like, share, comment, whatever you want to do. I would also highly encourage you to post it to your personal Facebook page. Let the world know, and then send an email with a direct link to the video, or by direct message, letting them know that your video is posted and they can go watch. Many times this initial boost is just what you need to get your video on track. Number 10, make use of an attractive and custom thumbnail. When you post to YouTube, you'll see the little thing and it'll give you 3-4 options of clips throughout the video that you can use as your thumbnail. I don't recommend this at all. Be purposeful with your thumbnails. Set aside part of your video shoot in order to purposely take pictures or to find content to use for a thumbnail. I know everybody's heard the cliche, you don't get a second chance at a first impression. Well, it's true with thumbnails. And one other piece of advice, don't make it too busy. Most of the time, just a simple background with some simple lettering or no words at all can be the best thumbnails. A lot of YouTubers do their own editing of thumbnails, or you could go to places like Fiverr or canva.com, and those are great websites in order to help you make an attractive thumbnail. And like I said in this point, number 11, is make a purposeful time to concentrate on your thumbnails. Be purposeful with your thumbnails. Don't just take this step for granted. Don't look at YouTube in that little box and click one of those and use that as your thumbnail. You see, when somebody sees your thumbnail, one of two things is gonna happen. They're either gonna stop scrolling and click on your thumbnail, or they're gonna pass right on by. You must grab their attention and make them want to view your content. We talked about linking your YouTube page to your social media platforms, but I'm here to tell you number 12, provide that direct link to your video. You can either natively upload your video to that platform, or you can post a link depending on what you're wanting to do. Some people just want to build their audience on Facebook or Instagram, or direct all their traffic to YouTube. Build your community whatever way you find best. Wherever you can reach the most people to help the most people, do that. But don't be afraid to build your audience through multiple sources. You see, we've talked a lot about building a community, but in order to build a community, you need to be part of that community. So go find those Facebook pages, go find those blog posts, and interact with the community that you're trying to reach. Number 13, and one that a lot of people overlook, is be short, sweet, and simple. There's a time for the long video, and there's a time for the lengthy live stream, but that's not every video that you make. So be concise. Cover the information that you need to cover, but don't go overboard. Also, unless you're doing a live stream, edit your video, remove that dead space, be sweet. No one wants to come to your channel and feel like they've just been scolded for getting mud on the carpet. They're looking for that friendly face, someone they can relate to. Not everybody will relate to you. And be simple. Not everybody wants you to talk to them in terminology they just don't understand. The saying used to be when I was a kid, it's not rocket science. And I'm here to tell you, I'm not a rocket scientist. If you're looking to attract somebody to your hobby or your interest or your community, you could possibly run the risk of running them off if you get too technical too early. Give them time and space to gradually learn whatever it is that you're trying to teach them or the community that you're trying to build. Number 14, and pretty important, is to make videos that relate to your channel name. Don't start a channel and be Dave's Plumbing and you're trying to sell makeup. I'm sure Dave the plumber would be a great makeup salesman, but he is no Mary Kay. See, with your name of your channel, you have to convey to your audience what it is that they can expect from your channel. We are called GrowWorks Tech TV, and that's precisely what we're here to do. Help you, our community, grow your work. And then number 15 within these videos, make sure that you put keywords in the title and that you fulfill on these promises. You see, you shouldn't put Dave the plumber sells makeup and then Dave goes out and fixes a sink. It just makes no sense. It's sort of clickbaity in a way. And most of your audience is gonna catch on to that really quick. You should incorporate your keywords naturally into your titles and descriptions. And it should flow naturally in sentence form and not be bullet points. And on the subject of naturally, don't just put keyword, same keyword, same keyword, same keyword over and over and over. I believe this is a violation of YouTube terms of service. But if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments below. Number 16, use appropriate and relevant tags. Your tags should pertain to the topic of your video. Your title shouldn't be Dave the plumber sells makeup, and then your tags include Dave changes alternator. And there are plenty of keyword research tools out there, but the two that I recommend is vidIQ and TubeBuddy. And again, I'll place a link to these. Number 17, be original and be creative. And I'm not talking about reinventing the wheel here. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about being who you are and attracting your community. Don't fall into the trap of being somebody that you're not. You know, there's many content creators out there, Sean Cannell, Roberto Blake, Sonny Lenarduzzi, and so many others. But I'm Kevin. I'm not any of them and can never be any of them. And I'm not gonna reach the same people that they have the opportunity to reach. Sure, we may have some things in common, we may have some audience that's the same, but overall, your community is going to be ones that relate to you on an individual basis. You see, I'm not hoping that you come here to see these others. Don't get me wrong, great information, and I've learned a lot through many of them, but I'm here to be me. And I wanna engage with you because you enjoy me. I don't want a bunch of people in my community that just don't get anything from my content. I don't want just views for the sake of views. I want people that are gonna be here that are gonna stick, want the help and the information that I can offer from my experiences. My number 18 point is post regularly to YouTube as well as your other platforms. As has been advised by many within the community, post at least weekly. All the platforms as well as your community love to see consistency. It's like trying to find your favorite TV program. If you were to show up one week and it was no longer there, you'd be wondering, why did it not show up at the same time? All of our life schedules are busy, I understand that. And I'm not trying to take away from family or anything else, but I'm saying at least at a minimum post once a week. Even if it's not on the same time, at least make that effort, that concerted effort to at least post one video per week. And number 19, don't be discouraged if you're not an instant success. This thing takes time. And success for you may be posting that first video. Some people never get over the fear of posting their first video. So I challenge you to start. Regardless of where you're at, just start. You see, if this was easy, everybody be doing it, and everybody would be doing it at a high level. I said at the beginning of this video, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. There's gonna be highs and lows and peaks and valleys, but be consistent and let that consistency pay off for you. And also, like I said in the previous point, don't compare yourselves to others and don't try to be like others. Find your audience, find your community, and you reach them the best that you can. Number 20, continue to get better with each video. I would venture to guess that if you're consistent with it, your beginning will not be better than your end. I don't think anybody has made their best video on their first video. So focus on incremental improvements. And by that I mean, get a little better each video. Say to yourself, on this video, I'm gonna focus on quality. On this video, I need to continue to focus on my content. On this video, I need to focus on whatever it be that is limiting you. But make sure you're focusing on incremental improvement. And then learn from the process. Even if you fall down flat on your face, get back up, dust off, and start again. You don't have to be the fanciest, you don't have to be the big dog, but if you fall or you stumble, get back up and start again. Learn from that process. But wait, there's more. Subscribe today and you can be notified when my next video drops. So go ahead, I know you're waiting. Hit that subscribe button below and click on that bell so you'll be notified. And also you can check out my other videos as I look to help you, the content creator, be successful through the platform of YouTube and social media.